What are we working on today?
We have a 2018 Honda CRV 4-cylinder, and it's got a problem that many of these have is the high pressure fuel pump is going out. It sounds like a little guy's in there banging on it with a hammer. After you could see, if you look back here, this fuel line was shaking violently in tune with as it was pumping, and it was just a terrible noise over here. So it's still pumping, but it's definitely going bad. And for this vehicle, this is the second one that we will be putting on this one. So to replace the high pressure fuel pump on this Honda, which is right under this cover, we'll need these tools. You need a tool to pop out wiring harness connectors, 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter, a 19 millimeter for the fuel line, some pliers to get a clip off of a rubber hose, a ratchet, or in this case a battery powered ratchet, and a 6 millimeter Allen head. That's the bolt size for the fuel pump itself where it connects. Panning over here, we don't have to take this connector off because it's going to all come off of the unit, but that's a 5.5 millimeter, or it's a Phillips head, and I just choose to use a Phillips head, which I've already loosened. I've already taken a few things loose. I've already got this loose. I've squeezed this, got this pipe out. I popped off some of the connectors for the wiring harnesses. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to get this thing off, and of course to put it back, you'll just reverse this process. So you'll pop off this cover, it just pops off. And that's the fuel pump right there. Okay, this had to come out of the way, so pop these off, pull up, get this wiring harness off. Like I say, I have this loose, and then that'll allow this to come out just in one piece. So these wires need to move out of the way, so we need to disconnect these. And then this little holder, you don't have to take these off, this 10 millimeter bolt and this clip will allow us to move this. And of course these two were connected there. I popped those off. So take this out. Pull up on this little tab right here to release this. That one's always a bit of a pain. It always happens when you're filming something just decides, no, I'm not gonna work today. I wanna embarrass you. Oh, push down. Yeah, push down on the tab. There, magically how that works when you do it correctly. This just push out of the way. You can just push it down here by the battery. Okay, so now these 3 bolts can stay put. You want to remove these 2 12 millimeter bolts. And this needs to be out of the way so you can get to that fuel line. So switching over to the 12 millimeter. Again, you got to have these 2 popped out. So remove a short one and a long one. You got a long bolt back here. Okay. And basically this cover just has a little holder for the coolant, these two coolant lines, and you can pop that off and remove this. That makes a lot of room. Now, this line, and these two bolts is, and we gotta loosen this as well. So this has the squeeze tabs. I wanna demonstrate something though. When you're putting this back, this is important. You have to put this in here first. See how it clips there? Put that there first, then it'll clip on, okay? So that's a key point. And of course, now that I put it back, now it's gonna be a pain. There we go. So I'll just go ahead and take that, put it in here for safekeeping. Yeah, okay, that's good there. 19 millimeter here. That's that fuel line. This fuel line is loose. Now, once we remove these two 6 millimeter Allen head, this will come straight out, but it will hit this little component here. So we're going to remove this top 10 millimeter and just loosen the bottom one. We don't have to remove the bottom one. We just need this to kind of tilt forward to make room for this to come out. So we're going to do that. We're going to move this one. And it's hard to see the bottom one, but she's there. There. So that's loose. That's all we need to do right there. Don't have to remove it, just loosen it. Now our 6 millimeter Allen. Kind of a tight spot in there. And this, folks, is your faulty high pressure fuel pump for your Honda. So just reverse everything to get it back together. But that took what, maybe 8 or 10 minutes, and it's in your hand. So all these things I've learned from doing this before. I think the first time I did it took an hour. Second time it took 10 minutes. So you learn what does and does not have to be loosened or removed. So hope that helps you guys. Thank you.